Welcome everyone, my name is Mustafa, otherwise known as Chris, and welcome to some more Crysis 3. Hope you enjoy. I'm playing Crash Site on Williamsburg. If you haven't played this map, then try to play this map. I wish they actually had a search preferences thing where you could set what map you want to play, because I keep getting spammed with airport if you know what that map is. Anyway, off topic. It's a pretty good game, really playing the objective, got quite a lot of kills, a couple of deaths towards the end, but we're not going to worry about that until the end. And I thought you guys might enjoy it. I really enjoyed myself while playing it, so I figured it would probably be quite cool to watch. But anyway, that's not what I want to be talking about today. I've got a couple of topics, so I'm going to get onto those now. Players in the game. Reason I want to bring this up is because in most first-person shooters there is a turning point. You know, it's at a certain point after the game is released, the players that you originally played with are still there, but they've kind of changed the way they play. Now, I've mentioned this in comments that I've posted on videos like a year ago and stuff like that. And it essentially means I know that you can sort of sit in a position and defend your objective. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that, because that is pretty much what this game mode is about. You sit in the crash site, either invisible or in armor mode, and you get points while defending the objective. That makes sense. That's fine. That makes perfect sense. I do it. Everyone does it. That is how you defend the objective in crash site, unless you're running around killing the people who are trying to get near the crash site. Perfect. Great tactic. What I really get annoyed with, though, is when I join a match and I've just got a couple of people sitting on a roof somewhere or really high up where people can get to them, don't get me wrong, but they don't notice them until they start killing people. And what really annoys me is that they just sit there and cloak like the whole game. And you're trying to get near them, and their friends who are also camping, because I've experienced this for the past 5 games. I'm not saying every game you join is going to have like 5 campers in it, but I've had that problem, so I thought I'd bring the topic up. So I've been experiencing that really badly the past couple of games, and why it's annoying me is that why play Crash Site or Spears if you're not going to do any objective-based like gameplay? If you're going to play the game and you're playing the objective-based game, then surely you want to play the objective. Surely that's what that means. Am I just going crazy? So just play Team Deathmatch or something if you want to camp. But I'm just sick of. Look, this is the second time I think I've been up here, and there's just people keep returning to this position to camp. And look, this guy, he's on his way to camp, and then later on in the video I'll go back up there again, and they're camping. Now I just don't understand the mentality behind it. I know people want to get good KDs, that's fine, but just don't play this game mode if you're just going to camp up there and not do anything for your team. Look, there's more people up there. And this guy's going to get killed by my orbital strike now. No, now. There we go. Right, so, you know, that's my first thing, and it's really getting on my nerves. Is it getting on your nerves? Post in the comments. Am I getting on your nerves? So yeah, campers, really annoying. I know they happen in most first-person shooters, so it's to be expected, but just today has got me a bit more annoyed than usual than I do with campers, just simply because every game they're just there on a rock, on a building, whatever it may be, they're just there, and I just got annoyed with it. But anyway, now let's get on to the happier topics. The proximity alarm. This is a perk you can get on your nano suit. I was wondering what you guys think of it, because I used it like the first time I got the game, because that's what you start off with, that and auto armor. I turned auto armor off though because it got annoying. I like to turn the armor on myself. It's a lot easier, because basically the auto armor would turn on my armor, and then I'd be like, oh, I need armor, turn it off, and it'd really get on my nerves. But yeah, I turned that off. That's not really what I'm talking about though. Proximity alarm. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been using it, or at least I used it on this class by accident. I have a couple of classes that I don't use that often, and I haven't really changed the perks on them. But anyway, I left the proximity alarm on, and I found that it would hinder my ability to play well. I know it sounds silly because a proximity alarm gives away the enemy's position, but I'll just be playing, and all of a sudden I hear jom, 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 and that's the noise it makes, by the way, when an enemy is nearby. I'd hear that, and I would just be like, oh, where's the enemy, where's the enemy? I'll be looking around, and I wouldn't be able to find them. They could be upstairs, they could be downstairs, they could be behind me, in front of me, next to me, you know, loads of different places. And generally I would just be looking for them because they're nearby, and I'd just get killed by someone else. Now, the moment I turned it off, which was this game, my ability's back. I'm not using the proximity alarm, but it's probably just me, but it's just where it's so distracting in terms of you just hear the noise on and then on again and then on again. It just keeps going while there's an enemy nearby. Now, I know you're probably just going to post in the comments now, oh, you could just turn it off. I have. I'm just saying, does it annoy you? Or is it just me not being able to use... I don't need the proximity alarm. I suppose that's probably what I'm trying to say here. But, you know, do you like the perk? Do you think it's useful? I mean, it's probably useful for new players who can't really see the cloak that well. I mean, I had trouble seeing the cloak at first, but you eventually get used to seeing red flare things running near you. You're like, that looks like a cloaked person. And if you want to get more information on that, go watch Project Dan's video on it. I'll put his channel in the description. He shows you how to see stealth, people in stealth mode. So anyway, that's proximity alarm. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. Or don't let me know, just take the thought with you. The Scar. Now, you've probably heard about this a lot because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on people talking about the Scar and how good it is and stuff like that. It's been a very hyped weapon, and because I didn't unlock it for a while, well, until earlier today or last night, I can't quite remember because I didn't play very long last night, I didn't have time. But I started using the Scar today, and obviously I've been having some bad games. I haven't really had a chance to really test it out until this game. I really enjoyed myself with it. I did find out to put the perk on though that reduces your recoil by 10%, because it does recoil a little bit, not too much, but it's I don't really like recoil at all. If I can help it, I just remove it. So, or burst fire or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, the Scar was quite a hyped weapon, so I decided I wanted to use it. I pulled it out and I was like, yeah, there we go. Let's use the Scar. I really enjoyed myself with it. It's a really good gun. It doesn't deserve I think the amount of hype it has got. I think you could probably do just as good with other weapons, but that being said, still a really good weapon. Probably one of the better assault rifles, even though I enjoy using all of them. So not the best of reviews, I suppose, but it's not a weapon review, is it? So that's my thoughts on the Scar. Do you like it as much? But you know, seeing as this is the Crysis weapon, this was in the first one, this is in the second one, it's in this one. This gun is the gun. Once you get this gun, you're playing Crysis. Even though all the other guns are really good too. Anyway, off topic again. What do you think of the Scar? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Post in the comments. Send me a message. I don't mind. Just talk about it. Take them, or just, you know, again, just take the thought away with you. And speaking of weapons, what is your favourite weapon, or what are your favourite weapons? Like, I like the K-Volt. That's an electronic sort of submachine gun. It fires these little electric pellets. And the reason I like that is if you're playing like the objective and there's a lot of enemies near the objective, and you know there's going to be a lot of enemies near the objective, they're probably going to be using cloak or armor. Now the good thing about the K-Volt is that if you're shooting them with it, the electric pellets aren't just there to look cool. They actually reduce their abilities. They drain the energy, I suppose, is a better word for it. And because of that, if they're using cloak or armor, you drain their energy, and then if your friend's nearby, he can kill the person, or you can kill the person. So it is really awesome. It's a really awesome weapon. I've got quite a good KD with it, and I've really enjoyed using it. And again, this guy is coming up to camp. I mean, you'd think he'd learn by now. Bang. So yeah, that's my favourite submachine gun. I'm probably liking the Scar the most out of all the assault rifles I've used. I still really like the Grendel though. That's a free burst assault rifle for those of you who don't know what that is. It's good, but I think the only issue with it really is because it's a free burst weapon, it's quite difficult to get kills with at close range, because you're trying to, if you miss a burst of the weapon and they see you, you're probably going to die, because unless you hit them in the head, of course, which I've done a couple of times, luckily. But the Scar, I find this more useful in terms of if you're trying to play the objective at close to medium range, because where it's got a nice fire rate, it's fully automatic, it's got good damage, accuracy, etc, etc. It's a really good weapon for that. So if you want to play the objective, use the Scar or the K-Volt. They're my favourite weapons. So what are your favourite weapons? Post in the comments or inbox me or something, I don't know, or just think about what your favourite weapon is and take that away from this video. And the last thing I want to talk about is something I talked about yesterday. I just want to clear a couple of things up. I posted the video originally trying to get people to play in a gaming team with me. Now, someone posted a comment saying that gaming team generally refers to competitive gaming, like Optic Gaming, for example. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of them. And because of that, I've changed the name of the... I did understand where he was coming from, so I changed the name of the video to Casual Gaming Team, which is kind of what I meant. I was serious when I mentioned that I would like to play in game battles, and probably if we get there, MLG, but, you know, I'll see how things go. I've got to get people to join the team first. So if you was confused by the video or something like that, if you didn't see the video, then fine, you're not going to get confused by the title, because I changed it. But if you're still interested, then like I said, it's got 2 weeks. Like I said yesterday, even it's got 2 weeks left on it. I do look forward to it, and it is variety gaming, so you don't have to play one particular game. You play whatever the hell you want. So that's pretty much what I wanted it for, just to be able to have a good team to interact with and stuff like that. Just have a laugh, post some YouTube videos about it, you know, whatever you want to call it. But I didn't intend it to be sort of. I didn't intend people to view it as a really competitive team in which we're going to try and be the best. I mean, I'd like to be the best. Don't get me wrong. It would be really fun to have a really good team that wins all the time, but I'm more concentrating on the fun aspect of it. So, sorry if that confused any of you. And if you're still interested, then like I said, just post in the comments or inbox me, and I will respond as quickly as possible. I was a bit slow on the responses yesterday. I was sorting something out, so you know, shit happens. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch my other videos or subscribe or whatever you want to do. Like the video if you liked it. If you're going to dislike it, then please tell me why you didn't like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Or whatever's left of it anyway.